Yo, what is up, people on the interwebs? Welcome back to another Duo Cash Cup with no audio, but just my voice. Here we go. I don't know when. I think this was the last Duo Cash Cup that happened. I believe. Um, yeah, I think it was. Oh yeah, definitely is. So as you can see, we have a massive 6 eliminations. I have kills. I have 3 kills. It's looking pretty good. 20 people, decently stacked for the first game. I wanted Thunderbrick, but then that guy was there, so opted to just build instead. I don't know, the cups are gone for 3 weeks. I don't really. I'm just trying to. I think I have enough videos to cover that. But anyway, into the gameplay. Sprinting ahead, so much intelligence and just cool, large brain on display with the 15 people left. 4 eliminations. Imagine getting out fragged by me. That's pretty bad. As he okay, and anyone can out top that. What is that? And he is struggling to do his job here as he opts to pop the slope. We are low on the materials here as I find my teammate. 10 bills left in the arsenal. We decide to sit down here. I go for the mats. I eat the slope juice. I pick up another. Do I even eat the slope juice? Who knows? As my teammate goes up, and he can just sizzle the rest of them by himself because that is what he does. And he sizzles the last guy. He would have died anyway, but he sizzled him, and we won the game. More and this game, teammate didn't farm any metal, so that's a good start. We didn't get a cash. We were like stuck under a mountain for ages. Our team sat they just holding us. So the meds, uh, I think the only meds we have is what you see in my inventory right now. So it's not looking ideal on the circumstances. There's no siphon. The materials are questionable. But what does Big Boss do best? He pulls a rotate from his arse crack and he finds a way to get. I don't know how we didn't get hit, but he finds a way to get to the front side of the circle without taking damage. What a man he is, if he can be called a human being. Here we go as we get in a not the worst position, but we do have 300 wood. Not anymore. Big Bonce finds another elimination, and now we actually have 400 wood, so it's looking all fine as we trudge on into the circle here. Low materials again as this player eating a slope juice, and he gets the body. We will 0 materials. I don't know if my teammate have many either, but I find enough body, and we continue to make our way forward. I decide to go all the way left here. I think it was a pretty good decision as I built a little bit too much. I wanted to get ahead, but then zone pulled back, so it was a waste. And then my teammate, I don't know what he's doing. He's just wandering about in the open instead of in our top with me. But he gets sizzled by the heavy. I nearly get sizzled. My toes are almost breached, but then he gets taken out. And I get a kill, and I forgot how little med mist I had. And I tried to go back for my teammate's match, so not go back. I just tried to stay there for him. And I had no med mist. And look what he does. Absolutely nothing. And if I go in there with a couple hundred mats, we would have been alright. But this game on height, there goes 200 brick because I couldn't get to it in time. What a silly little egg. But yeah, not the greatest materials on height. I don't know how we keep height here, by the way. Like, how fronts and no one's looked up, and like, I don't know what's going on. These players are inept, but we somehow keep it. 0 mats, basically. But luckily Zone pulls back on himself in just a moment. I do connect a little bit more. My teammate drops me some mats. We skip forward ahead. He gets hit hard for the heavy shotgun, but again, just unchallenged on height, which kind of happened a lot when we were on here, which was like a few times this season in Duo Cash Cup. So he has 4 kills, though. Back to doing the fragger's job, and I'm back to doing the IGL's job as the mats continued to trickle down. But luckily, the zone kept pulling like back and forth across our height, or all builds at least. So 2 builds is enough here to get to the end of the zone, or the end of the game, I should say. I continued to spray down. Nearly fumbled it, yeah. Nearly fumbled it. Landed in a tree. Wasted a lot of my health. I then nearly fumbled it again, yeah. I went for the med mist, or the slurp. I should have put a med mist on, like, while after I jumped over here and then dropped down, but I didn't. So I didn't think I had time to pop the slurp. But he won it anyway. Only just. But we will take it. and in another stacker. But the games, like, I know 'cause there's no mobility, but like the games die out very quick when you get to end game, like very quick. If you just survive like a couple of zones, you'll probably be top 5. So yeah, that was the goal. We get in here. I mean, the rotate before then. Like there's like 5 teams just sat next to us on edge, so I just sprinted and hoped for the best, and they didn't shoot us, luckily. Like, so we didn't get grief. You know, we had a bunch of teams around us. So we continue. I just try and stay ahead. Like, if you have to burn mats this season, burn mats. Like, you have to stay ahead. You can't get stuck behind. The fact there's no siphon, you know, no mobility. You're gonna be stuck in zone or siphon, and everyone looking at you. It's not a good look. So zone post straight to us, straight to where no one is. Anyway, so we just get to run ahead for free. Get marked. I really don't like the shadow trackers. Does not help my play style of just not wanting to be looked at or seen, and especially when I'm like trying to camp in solos or like avoid people. But you know, I should really play the game more other than tournaments. I should actually, like, you know, other than just playing tournaments, I should play to get better, but I don't. But we do get kill here. I don't know how this guy ends up in my box, by the way. My teammate's eating a slurp instead of helping me. Decides to edit then, and then the flopper drops in the loot, and I didn't see it in time. So I've been picked off and eliminated. My teammate gets all the materials and the flop and a slurp. So he's chilling, and this should be easily like a top 2 probably with the mats. He has the mats and the red mist. Decides to jump up, probably scared because he's low, but he had the slurp going. Here is the worst gameplay I've seen. He keeps looking backside. I think he had like 300, 400 mats before he had to burn them all here. And he just kept looking backside for a kill. Just get ahead a little bit. I was shouting at him to get ahead, like, you know, 30 seconds ago, but is what it is. Is what it is. He somehow, like, this is what the difference between me and him is. I would be dead about 10 minutes ago if I made that mistake. But he can shenazzle his way through with some big shots. So this is our second last game. Last game we died with 0 points. So same as the other week. We got top 700. Got top 600 this week, but top 700 the other time, where we got 0 points our last game. So if we do decent our last game, we could easily get a really good placement. But it's easier said than done when you're in a, like, we were like probably top 200 or top 300 or something, maybe, yeah, something like that, maybe even top 100 going into our last game. I don't know, but I don't know, I just lagged a bit. Anyway, we continue to work our way through. 29 people, not super stacked, mat's kind of low. But yeah, I mean, this season is it's an interesting one. It's an interesting one. I'm not very good at getting kills, obviously, so yeah, probably no mobility matters. Like, both bad and good for me at the same time. Like, I usually can get in good positions with good mats, but then finding kills is hard, and you need to be able to get refreshes because we burn so many mats on rotates this season, even if they are good. But we have the jumpy thing, and we continue to use that to keep going. Not many mats now, so we need to get in the circle and then look for something. I didn't really want to build. I still hate that it does that, but I have to do it there before we die. Pick up a red mist here, and let's see what we can do as we break through the old bills. Luckily, again, zone goes back, which saved us so many times in this tournament. Zone go back in himself. Now there's a player there. Teammate sizzles him as he always does. Best sizzler in the end games. As we make our way through with like siphon mats. Look at them mechanics from the IGL. As we make our way through, and then teammate gets scissors on the back. I didn't hear him. I pick up the first guy after missing a shot. Pick up the second guy. And yeah, then it's a 2v1. I could have lasted a bit longer here, but then I ended up getting 2v1. I mean, I'm low HP, and there's one pushing me from both angles, and Ref's guard takes me down. And that's the video. Thank you for watching.